yourself.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we gonna be talking about YSL member YSL Tick, aka YSL Slug, a co-founder of the YSL gang, allegedly ROC crew, taking the stand and testifying in the YSL case. So let's talk about it. So, YSL Tick, he pretty much took the stand today. It's a part of his plea agreement. All those plea agreements that these guys signed to state that they would testify if called upon. This is a part of those plea agreements, right? Which reduces sentence. It gave him 10 years probation with 2 years time served. So he pretty much, they were asking him and questioning him. Like, he did give the prosecution a runaround on a lot of those questions. You could tell he wasn't very forthcoming with the answers. He wasn't very forthcoming with trying to incriminate any of the guys that he was speaking on. But he did say that YSL was founded by him and Young Thug and one other member also as well. And he was saying that the alleged, his criminal activities is probably what brought the gang element to the label, but he said that it was originally just founded for music. He did say that he was a subset under the National Blood gang. He was showing the different hand signs and things of that nature, and explaining what his tattoos meant and things of that nature. Now, how do I feel about that? A lot of people like, oh man, he took the stand, he snitching on Thug and all this and all that. I mean, he doing his best not to. From what you can see, right, it's very clear that he's doing his best not to snitch on Thug, doing his best not to tell on these people. But the prosecution is going to make that hard on him. They're going to continue to ask him specific questions, and he already said that Jeff was a part of the YSL. He was a co-founder of YSL. I already said that he grew up with Young Thug, right? They trying to pin him to that ROC crew, potentially also as well in regards to Young Thug. So I mean, he's giving them the information that they need, right, in order just to say that, hey, Thug is a part of this YSL group. It is a gang. There were criminal elements a part of this. Thug understood that, knew that, and was a part of that, and also an active gang member while doing that. And he's given enough for them to be able to establish that. But he just not flat out testifying against them and saying, nah, he did this and he did this and he did this, right? So I mean, we just got to be real about that situation, man. Now, this is the type of situation I be talking about, right? You taking these plea agreements, man. If you not ready for this life, if you not ready for that life, the criminal element side of that life, if you not ready to, he could have just took his 10 years and just sat down and did his 10 years, but you signed that plea agreement. In that plea agreement, it clearly stated that they would call you to testify if they needed you, and now you're a full participant and you have to testify. Once again, right? He didn't invoke his Fifth Amendment, so he could have just said, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Right? Instead, he, did his best to speak to what they were saying. And then he did his best to speak what they were saying without incriminating anybody. But I believe invoking his Fifth Amendment could have possibly, got his plea agreement taken away, right? Because they want you to testify to what you signed for. You signed saying YSL that is a criminal gang. You know what I mean? That's a part of what you signed for, saying that it is a criminal gang and that you are one of the founders of that gang and you guys committed criminal acts, and Jeffrey is a part of YSL. That's what they had you signed to, right? Now you trying, when they ask you about it, when the prosecution asking you about it, you're trying to wiggle your way around saying that, which I can understand, man. It's probably different. You looking all of your homeboys in the eye, taking a stand, speaking on information about stuff and what y'all doing. I can see how that could, make you try to do your best to not incriminate them. But it already is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the life that man chose. And I want any, you know what I'm saying, of the young black men out there, you know, that listen to, you know, my channel, I just want you to take away the what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, right? I just want you to understand that this is a part of that life that you signing up for. You signing up for, when you sign up for this is a part of what you signing up for, man. Yeah, you know, if you're not built to do that penitentiary time, you don't want to do 5, 10 years, 15, a dub, quarter decade, you know, if you're not built to do that, and that's not a part of something that you want to do, then that criminal path isn't for you, right? Because the second that you say, you know what, I ain't built for this, I'm finna take a plea agreement, you know what I'm saying, and bam, now the prosecution using you to testify against your homeboys, which in the streets is considered a no-no. But not only is it considered a no-no in the streets, just as a man, right? It's all about taking accountability for your actions, man. Being accountable for what you did, right? So be accountable for what you did without bringing nobody else into it, right? That's like deflecting. That's like if somebody tells somebody something, right? Somebody asks somebody something, you know, that they did wrong, and then they deflect and talk about what somebody else did. We're not talking about what somebody else did. We're talking about what you did. You know what I mean? Deflection is a red flag behavioral pattern. Deflection, right? That's all snitching is. It's just a way of deflecting. It's a way of saying, you know, I did this, but this person did this. You know, in order to not take full accountability for your actions that might have criminal legalities behind them, right? So, YSL Tick, I mean, you know, he did what he signed up for, right? He did what he signed up for. Not taking a stand, I mean, like I said, I don't agree with that just morally. I'm not that type of person, but he did what he signed up for, right? So, you know, it's a long trial, man. How do I feel like it looked for Thug overall? I couldn't tell you. I mean, I don't know who else is in line to testify. In all honesty, I kind of been saying this. It just looked like the state of Georgia is just out for him. Period. You know what I mean? It just looked like the state of Georgia out for him. And it is going to be hard for him to get out of that or wiggle around that or get away from, you know, that. I just don't think that they not going to even give him a chance to beat this. Like, they going to make him serve some type of time. He's going to serve some. I mean, that's just how I feel. I feel like that's just what the state of Georgia is on. You know what I mean? Like, they want him to do that. And hopefully the feds have not pulled any information that picked up on this case at all. Right? So, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, kids, just stay away from crime. Young men, stay away from crime. You know, it's just not the way to go. You know, there are some people who they just like that lifestyle, and that's the lifestyle they want to live. Okay, cool. Those are the people that chose negative energy as their path. They chose that. For most people, that's not a good path to take. And I'm here to say this is what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about the case, about YSL Tick. Y'all think he a snitch? Y'all think he not because he deflecting? Y'all tell me what y'all think. This the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy who's being there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.